All right, we're going to start over. Welcome to the Podium Archer Podcast, everybody. By the way, I've never edited out as much footage ahead of time as I just did, which means that we're all like friends. Oh, God! I was going to say a thing.
Thank God I didn't go in my eye.
About Josh making it over 100,000. Yay.
Hey!
On the Podium Archer channel. Which is great, actually.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Follow Josh everywhere that you can at Podium Archer. For real, you did just go over 100K on YouTube, which is amazing. I bought these at Dollar General, and I think they overloaded on gunpowder and underloaded on confetti.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I was
like, it smells like the cap guns of childhood.
That's why I smelled it. It brought me back to being 12.
Nice, yeah.
You know that's what I was doing? You know what else I was doing?
No, I don't want to know what you're doing.
It smells different than that does. Comes with a different odor.
Oh, I'm still smoking over here.
Yeah.
We're going to light a fire?
These look very flammable.
They probably are.
Yeah, don't put it in.
Seriously, congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Undergrade that.
I appreciate that.
Dude, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean.
No. I'm not done with the intro. Shut your fucking mouth.
Sorry.
All right. Follow me everywhere on...
from the guy in the cut chair. That's adorable.
I said...
That'll all make sense tomorrow.
They're making fun of me because I don't have 100,000 subs. Follow me on Instagram at Brandon McDonald _archery.
Yeah.
All right. On the audio platforms, what's the thing we're supposed to do?
Please leave us a review on any audio platform that you're listening to. It helps us more than you know. It's about the only way the public can identify what's popular and what's not, because we can see the back end, but we can't see anybody else's, and neither can anyone else. So if you like what you're listening to and you want to be supportive of it, please leave us a review on any audio platform.
The goal of that basically is so that we can turn YouTube ads off, and then we can get a sponsor for the channel that's like, and now brought to you by Mediterranean Metals. If you need gold, buy gold. Or one of the meat places. Meat. You know, they're always like...
Yeah, but then you can't be you. They're going to say, okay, you can't say this. You can't say that.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them what we do, and I'm going to send them the unedited first 15 minutes of this video and go, are you guys cool with this?
Actually, you know who seriously might be on board with that and just going off what you just said? Bearded butchers.
Bearded butchers might?
They're pretty unedited, and that kind of falls into... what you got going on here?
I'm just curious.
I don't know those guys. I've just kind of seen their stuff.
It might be a 2026 conversation.
Yeah.
The YouTube, I know you don't. I'm thinking about me. I like money. That's fine. You don't have to have money. All right. Hey.
Well, yeah, consider this is on your channel. Yeah, clearly I don't care.
It's very true. You are stupid.
I'm aware. I'm very aware.
You didn't know how fantastic this was going to go.
Oh, that was glorious.
Yeah. Hey, who do we have sitting here?
Well, it's Scotty. He's been here before.
I know.
We all know Scotty. They know Scotty. Do I need to be officially?
What is it? No. Big Boy on TikTok?
Big Boy. Yeah, it should be. That's
the other platform.
That's his Tinder handle.
Oh man.
Big Bo.
Oh, that's a good idea actually.
No, it's not.
It's not. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He's got some big news here recently.
I've got.
That you probably should share.
Yep, I will. I actually just passed Brandon McDonald on YouTube 2 months ago. All these subscribers.
Did you?
So what's going to be hilarious, and you'll be able to see it tomorrow. When we were in Mexico, James had this idea of like, hey, we should take a picture. I want to take this picture of like the 100K club because he's over 100.
And I'm well aware.
We're both standing up in the corner like this, right?
Okay, so no, in the foreground is Josh and James,
right? This is his idea. And then in the back fucking corner is Brandon sitting in a chair like a cuck.
I'm just sitting in the corner.
So good. Brandon's like, I'm absolutely in. Let's do it. That'd be great.
I think it's funny, dude.
Yeah. Not exactly my style of thing. It was very James, but it is pretty fun.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. You set the
I have no problem celebrating the successes of my friends. And you work very hard. Congratulations. The other thing is, dude, I feel like you're probably a little better for the industry than I am. Like, I'm just a dude who just decided to, push myself into the archery industry. Like,
you were fully invited.
Yes, 100%.
Perfect. But
maybe not by everybody, but
there's probably a couple archery talk, subcategories of my name where people are like,
because no one cares about archery talk. They're Canadian.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Or just old people that sit at home and bitch on their computer and don't.
I was on Archery Talk for a total of 48 hours, and screw you, Arrow Guru 32, whoever is from 9 years ago. That guy was a prick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was stupid. Okay.
I like it. I think it's hilarious.
I'm glad you're in the archery industry, Bray.
That is so sweet of you. Thank you. Hey, what are you drinking?
What I'm always drinking, adult apple juice.
It's so weird. All right, explain the mix, because we're going to go through it.
My mix is a 50-50 mix of Crown Apple and Sprite.
What are you drinking?
Well, when Scotty's around, I'll drink. When in Rome, right? This is a peach Crown and Diet Sprite.
Diet Sprite?
Yeah, or zero sugars.
You're watching your figure.
Which actually, I tried that last time I was here, and that I probably should have just done the zero sugar because I couldn't tell the difference last time I was here.
Well, there, I got them in there.
Is it
So, and
aspartame?
there's more over there. No, it's zero sugar, so I think it's the other one that they use. I don't think it's aspartame, but I have to read the can.
Okay.
You want me to go read the can? I'll read the can.
No, it doesn't matter. It was curious when we were in Mexico because we had the Coke Zeros down there and they tasted like flat ass. They were so bad.
God, it was terrible.
In
Right.
Mexico?
Well, aspartame's illegal in Mexico.
Well, that surprised me that anything Coca-Cola was ass in Mexico because that's usually where the best Coke.
I know, but that's because they're trying to do a thing that, like, I guarantee you Coke Zero and Diet Coke were probably made for markets where you could poison the public. And in Mexico, they're like, no, you can't do that down here. And they literally just made it so ass.
We had like an amazing epiphany on like day 3 because we're eating all fresh stuff that was made right there. We're drinking Mexican drinks. We're drinking Michelob Ultra a bunch and a lot, and no hangover. Felt amazing. Stomach felt great. Like day 3, we're like, what is going on? It's like, oh, we're not being poisoned every day.
Yep.
This is wild.
Yep.
It's legit.
Yeah, it was honestly like kind of disheartening.
So I've been on a tequila kick here lately. I'm on a first name basis with all the Latinos at my Mexican restaurant, and
That doesn't surprise me.
with anything, I've tried just about every tequila they've had, and there's a special little freezer at the back with no label. And every now and then they're like, "Oh, here you go, gringo. Oh, no chaser, no salt, no nothing. You can drink as many as you want. Like you said, no hangover, feel great." I'm like, "What brand is this?" And they said, "Our brand."
Is it clear or is it dark?
It's clear.
Okay.
I'm not a huge. I mean, I've had a few dark tequilas I'm okay with, but most of the time I like the clear. Clase Azul is still my favorite.
I like drinking the dark stuff. We had some, like, what did they say? That it was basically like the moonshine of Mexico.
It was gas.
It was so
bad.
It was so freaking bad. Tonight I am
You drank
drinking
several drinks.
Glenlivet Founders Reserve. This is a very fine. You know what? This is a very reasonable Scotch, actually.
It is.
Constant.
It is.
Single malt. It's fine. This is the first time I've ever had it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Scotty puts his Georgia mouth on that thing.
It's the sweetest thing.
You have any idea where his mouth has been? I wouldn't drink that.
I've got double herpes.
Well, on the positive side of things, that will probably kill anything, right?
no, because it's
probably
It's not high proof.
no, it's probably pretty
Yeah.
reasonable.
It's only 40%.
Oh, well,
I like Scotch.
Herpes.
This is a fine, like, easy drinking Scotch, but that's fine. We're just showing our.
I tried it earlier.
Showing a different person.
Like, hey,
That's not terrible.
no, it's not.
And I've actually had Scotch before, and I was expecting to hate that. That actually
This
was.
is very mild, because trust me, like what I did to you that one time. This is the
My
archery
first-
content that everybody wants.
Yeah. My first Scotch experience, he has me the nastiest thing I've ever tried in my life.
So the Scotch is distilled using peat moss. And so when they run everything through the peat, you can get some stuff that just retains that peaty taste. And so I gave him Ardbeg. And anybody who drinks Scotch knows what Ardbeg is. I actually had it at the liquor store up here. It's a tough drink. So the best example of Ardbeg was we were drinking it in Mexico. I was drinking it by myself in Mexico. And I was on a real estate mastermind. And we were at like a table where people were 20 feet away. And they're like, we could smell your breath 20 feet away. Like, and that's how just, yeah.
It's awful. I finished it. It was painful. It's so bad. I was just like, I was so much I'm trying to be cultured. I'm having a cigar with Brandon and I'm drinking his stuff and I'm trying to get through it. And I'm just like, why does anyone like this? This is awful.
I think I just smoked my taste buds. Like, I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
I can smoke a
sure.
cigar and drink a really just freaking
So is it true?
Scotch.
Obviously, by the way, I just drank that, which don't judge me. I just drove 5.5 hours here just to sit down for 2.5 hours to talk. Is it true that smoking certain cigars with a Scotch enhances the flavor?
Yeah.
So that is true.
For sure,
It's not just like a.
No, but it'll do the same. It'll do the same thing with bourbon, though. But I think that you've got to have it refined. Okay, this is the exact core that we can actually bring this back into archery. Mm-hmm. I get so many questions, as you guys probably do too. I'm brand new. What bow should I shoot? And the response is, you won't notice the difference. So just go pick one and start shooting it. Because that's exactly what this is. If I were to give you the finest scotch and the finest cigar versus a kind of not great cigar and a not great scotch, you'd probably smoke them and be like, I can't really tell the difference. Maybe you'd have some preferences, that kind of thing.
You have to have a cultured palate, apparently.
You got to have a cultured palate.
On that.
I mean, you can disagree, and then we can start talking about archery.
I agree.
How could either of us disagree?
Yeah. I'm talking about the archery portion of it.
Oh, no, I actually agree with that 100%. Like a brand new person is probably not going to be able to tell the difference. Now, let's back that up a second. A brand new person, and I'm pretty sure you'll agree with this, will 100% notice the difference between a $500 bow and a $1,500 bow. But the 10 different $1,500 bows, no.
Probably not. And
Probably
when
not.
you start going over the features of each various flagship bow in that price point, they're going to be like, well, I'm not going to use any of that. That doesn't matter to me.
Correct. You think they'll say they won't use it?
Oh, 100% they won't use it. First time archer, gotta go home, paper tune, use deadlock.
Yeah. Oh, but that's the crazy thing, because that's like base level.
Now, but what you can pull them in on and what they can retain from that is this bow's faster than that bow, which they might not care. Right?
They
don't know
probably
what's the
do
difference.
care.
Well, no, but the percentages are so small.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a level of culture in your understanding of it to get it, right? So if you're telling me it's 5 feet a second difference and it's 300 and something, you're like, okay, well, so what? Big deal. 1, 2. What they will get is weight.
Okay.
Physical weight. You can get them on physical weight because that's common logic, right? And when it's one's a quarter of a pound lighter than the other one and the whole thing weighs 4 pounds, that's a way bigger percentage of notice, right? So you can get them on functionally on weight. That's something that they may pick on, but they're probably not picking on speed. And the vibrational feel, if you haven't shot it a bunch, they're all going to feel the same. So
You think?
But
That's a big one, though. I feel like.
But which one feels drastically easier to pull back will also get them.
You know the hardest part about selling an high-end bow to a novice shooter? Keeping it simple.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Because the more money they're spending, the more features they're getting. The more features you go over with a novice shooter, the more their head's like, I had no idea you could do that.
Yeah.
Because you're literally learning a new language. Like when you're trying to explain why some of this stuff matters for you guys, especially, it's just second nature to be able to explain why this is important. But for a new person, you're like, yeah, they're not going to get this. That's probably one of the reasons it's so freaking important that they leave with a bow that's like set up as close to correctly as possible. Because I wonder how many people go shoot those first 100 shots and just keep shooting, knowing that, like, and you guys know, like, you got to come check it. You got to check it because stuff's going to stretch.
I'd say it's over half the population that just doesn't get their bow checked.
I guarantee it's higher than that.
I said over. I'd say
I
much more.
would go.
I mean, Scotty's not wrong.
I would go far enough to say probably 75%. Honestly,
I realistically had like 65% in my head. Yeah, I said over 50.
What, okay, all right. So if you were making a recommendation to somebody who was new, who just bought a bow for the first time, and they bought a brand new one, and they got it set up at the shop, what's a thing that's like, please, after you've shot this for a few weeks, just do this thing? What do you have them do? You have them shoot through paper again? What do you have them do?
I'd ask them to bring it back.
Bring it back, check for peep rotation, just to make sure we haven't had any like critical serving separation early on from a manufacturer defect at the strings. Make sure the bow's still in time. Just so y'all know, if you don't get your bow time, just like ride around on a vehicle that doesn't have the tires aligned. That's the analogy.
It's impossible.
Very fair.
It's impossible to get a broadhead to shoot well.
Number one is just 300 shots, bring it back.
300?
Put 300 arrows through it and bring it back.
Good. I will flip this.
And just so y'all know, typically, can't speak for everybody, if there's nothing wrong with the bow, typically the shop's not going to charge you for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they might charge you $10 to put it in the draw board or something like that. But I mean, I like it when a bow. I mean, obviously, I like to make money more, but I like when a bow comes in that we set up, still in time, no peep rotation, no nothing. Cool, you're good to go. Keep shooting, have fun.
Yeah, because whatever's going to happen to it under normal settling period is going to happen in 300 shots or less.
Agree.
So get 300 arrows through it. Let me see it. Make sure it's still good. And then don't bother bringing it to me until something doesn't work right.
And you're cool with people bringing it back in after they bought it, and so are
100%.
you.
100%.
So that means that probably every shop is going to be like, if you bring it back in, especially if you got...
Every good shop's going to be okay with it.
That's
see, everybody? So if your shop's
That's why I
not
said
good,
I can't speak for everybody.
your shop's not good, they're going to charge you money.
He's trying to get us in trouble.
I'll say it. I don't care. They shouldn't. Like, you built that bow. It should stay put. And if it doesn't, after 300 shots, you should put it back.
It's also pretty easy, right?
Because you got the money from them for the transaction.
Well, since we're talking about bringing bows back to shops, here's a pet peeve of mine. If you've had a bad experience with any shop, whether it be something not set up properly, maybe that bow technician's dog got hit by a car that day and he was in a grumpy mood, give them a second chance. We're all human. We all have bad days. And my biggest thing is, if we mess up on something, which it does happen, and a customer comes back and offers me the opportunity to make it right, I thank them, because that's usually not the case. Because a lot of people live in a perfect world where they think they're going to go to heaven, which, just so you know, cast the first stone, you're going to hell. So good luck with that perfect world, where they don't think anything should go wrong in customer service, and that's not true. I mean, we make mistakes, and all we can ask for is the opportunity to make it right. Period.
And a lot of the time, it's going to take you guys 10 minutes, probably. Just throw it in the trunk, bring it back in.
Yeah. No, so it's the right way to do it. And that is something I mention frequently. I was like, hey, if you had a bad experience, give it another chance.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I've heard you say that.
It's 100%. It needs to happen because it's a relationship you have to get corrected. You're going to need that person's help at some point. You're just gonna. You and I both know there's a bunch of bad shops out there. There's no way around that. But you might actually have a good shop and might have just had a bad experience.
100%.
Just give them one more chance.
Okay, I have a leading question.
Please. Yeah.
So it's going to seem silly, but it's going to lead into the next thing.
Does it bother you that you can't see the thing?
I can see it.
Okay, I can't.
You can't. No, I can
That's
see
fine.
it.
That's on you. I don't want to hear about it. Oh, I can see it now.
Test.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I don't know how
We
good
added the
levels
mirror
are,
since
but-
you were here last because you can't see it
Oh,
on
I
this
didn't even
side.
see the mirror.
Yeah, I bought a mirror at Walmart. It was that was
Still has the barcode
it
on
was
it.
PSE. What was
Gas.
Yes, it was Gas Carter's idea. He's like, why don't you just put a mirror?
Just
over
put a
there?
mirror.
Dude, we kept being like this, trying to look at it. He's like, what do you look at? Like, we're just trying to make sure the audio's working.
This is all duct taped together, by the way. We got like cameras stacked on books out here. Okay, it's not quite that bad.
Hey, those are
It's
some
like,
classy tripods, Brandon. Don't sell them short.
They're not.
They're all yours.
They're so good. I know, but they're not good.
Ooh, I got a tripod in the truck. You need to take a look at.
Oh, evidently James with Bow Disciples is getting me one.
Oh, okay. You don't need to look at mine now.
I don't know.
What do you have?
It's nice.
Okay, that's probably bad.
No, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
It's pretty bougie.
Dude, tripods are... Okay, wait.
What?
I don't want to go... No. Everybody
We just need to
listening
start
is like...
this over.
No, everybody that's listening is like, bye. No, we're doing good. This is an interesting... we didn't plan this out, and I'm always fascinated when we do this, especially with two guys that own shops, to see where stuff like this goes. But, okay, leading question. I've got the match strings on my Mathews Arc 34, and I have peep rotation, and so I have corrected it by putting it in a press, and I have brought it around 2 twists of the string.
2 full twists?
2 full twists.
That was a lot of rotation.
Yeah. Okay. So
I would just flip the peep around the other way.
no, because I thought the exact same thing, because it was not 2 in one shot. It was 2 total after a half. Okay. Continue to shoot through it. Come back from Mexico.
Problem. I don't believe it halves on peep rotation. Gives you problems.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's going to come out anyway. Just give it a full.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's
Timing your bow in halves is fine. Don't set your peep rotation on halves.
Okay. So I'm at 2 full. So essentially, okay. But I get back from
A
Mexico.
lot.
Dude, I'm back a quarter. I'm 90 degrees rotated out again.
Is your D-loop loose?
No.
Are you sure?
Because the freaking peeps rotated. It wouldn't matter if my D-loop was loose anyway.
Yes, it would.
Why?
Do you want to go?
Yeah, tell me.
Because if your D-loop's loose, it's rotating around the string. So every time you draw it back, it's able to rotate a different direction around the string, which is causing your peep to come back at a different angle. Is it coming? Even when it's coming back crooked, is it coming back crooked in the same position every time?
And so that's why I'm saying is the D-loop is solid to the string. and it's locked into the. This is what I'm wondering. I didn't know if you guys were having issues with the match strings yet. I didn't know. I didn't know if they were coming back, if there was weird shit going on.
Wow.
Nothing?
I was actually going to ask y'all. I mean, we sold 30 bows, but I've only been a Mathews dealer since they launched a month ago. Mm-hmm. I was going to ask y'all, what's your experience with the match string so far?
last year they were great.
Being honest.
Last year they were great.
It was hit and miss. For the most part, they were good. We'd get some that would twist, some that would rotate. And if you are experiencing that, especially after a short period of time, they will most likely replace your string for you and give you a new string.
I'm going to gas it up.
Well, I did gain speed when I went to System X on those last year. I haven't tested any this year, but I gained 3 feet and I had 0 rotational problems, 0 anything problems. So to me, if you're trying to have a good, reliable set of strings and cables and you are going to get more speed out of it too, like, I don't know why you wouldn't do it, especially if like you don't get the speed and you've measured everything, they will immediately replace it.
I'll see how you could get speed out of that bow with the regular SWX mods. I mean, the speeds I'm seeing, I'm very happy with.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Because it's the fastest thing in your store.
No.
Oh, they're no. Well, no, Mach 33.
No.
With the new FD.
No. Time out. No, you're missing my point.
I'm sorry.
Equivalent product. That's not
The
equivalent
Cigars
product.
has got a.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, you just said the fastest thing in my store. Of course, I guess.
Equivalent. Which is why I said.
Could have been an asshole, be like crossbows.
Which is why I said Mach 33.
Yeah.
Like in those fair comparison things.
I haven't checked the speeds on it, but I would say that, yeah, they're very comparable. I don't know about speed wise.
You're running similar speed at that point to like an Arc 34 or RX10 Ultra. Very similar until you start short the product.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you something else I have found to really like is the Z mod.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
And let me tell you something, the amount of smoothness I've noticed in the draw cycle and the lack of speed that I'm not losing from the chrono.
Did you, okay, tell me some tests. Did you do it? Did you test?
I got, you said 8, I got 6.
Yeah.
On my
it's
draw.
not a drastic loss of speed.
But it is a drastically better draw cycle in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, so what I want to do, I've got 70 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go up to like 80, and I want to see what the feel difference is. Shut up. I want to try the Z mods at 80, and I want to see what the feel difference is. I've been drawing 80 is not a problem for me.
I didn't say it was.
In spite of my look, my back muscles are very strong. I've got
a stout individual. I wouldn't thumb wrestle you.
I want to leg wrestle you. I can 80 pounds not a problem. I'm just curious. Like, can I draw an 80-pound bow? And
this is gonna go so bad.
We barely started drinking, dude. This is gonna get rowdy.
I got here 25.
Yeah,
I got here 25. You know, screw this.
I thought you were a professional.
No.
So I'm just curious. So if I go from 70 pounds to 80 pounds, is it going to feel relatively equivalent? I will say, okay, I'm curious because Daddy Mathews blessed you with a dealership this year.
They did.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
What I'm curious about,
Miraculous miracle, everybody.
what I'm curious about, you may have had a good word put in, I don't know.
There was a lot of good words put in. Apparently, I think everybody has something to do with it.
It just seems like they're tough to like. It's tough to not have them in the shop. Like,
Just tried for 10 years, homie.
It's a very uphill battle. Like I've had conversations with people over the years that are trying to open a shop or thinking about getting into it. And the first thing I tell them is, you're an idiot. Don't do it. It's like, do you need to make money? Yeah. Don't do it. It's so hard. It's one of the most challenging retail businesses on the planet. I firmly believe that.
And when you leave them out.
Yeah. Like I've told people when I say, can you get Mathews and Hoyt?
Mm-hmm.
It's usually what I lead off with is, can you get those two? But Mathews over Hoyt, period. No offense to Hoyt. I love Hoyt. Great product. You need Mathews. But if you can't get it, don't bother.
I don't know if people just found out that I'm not a big Hoyt guy in general, but I have yet to have one person come in and say, I want to shoot the Mathews with the Hoyt. It's either been, I want the Mathews, or I want to shoot the Mathews against the Tritech 33 in my area.
Oh, okay.
That is what I am. And even on my social media post, we want a comparison. So I'm going to do a YouTube video comparison, which there's going to be a big difference, just so y'all know. But I think it's going to be it's going to be a toss-up. When I say toss-up, I mean as far as what the consumer is going to like, you're just going to have to shoot them both yourself. Like I tell everybody, the speed difference, I believe, is going to be pretty drastic. You've probably done. Yeah. Okay. See, even though me and Josh are
way more than I thought. It was way more than I thought.
Even though me and Josh are friends, contrary to popular belief, I don't watch all that shit.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I would hope you don't.
Go back in your car and watch videos.
I don't have time for that shit.
I listen to Eminem and Lil Wayne the whole way.
He's hilarious. He's hilarious, and I've seen some of your stuff, but I don't like digest it. I would hope you would.
You know why? Because you're making it. You know why I don't watch your stuff? Because I'm making it.
Exactly. Why do you don't need to?
I just watch both of you guys.
But anyways, that's what I'm seeing so far. Now maybe over here in Tennessee and maybe in Spokane, you're seeing something different as far as what people are asking for in comparison.
We're getting a lot of interest in Hoyt, and you might not be getting that because you don't have a dealership on it. Correct. That might have something to do with it, but we're still getting a ton of interest on it.
Well, I will say the reason,
but it's not. It doesn't. It's not comparable to how much interest you get in Mathews. They own it, which is why it's so important. Like if you have aspirations, for anybody listening who's going to try to send an email that I'm probably not going to reply to, if you're trying to open a shop and you can't get Mathews, don't bother trying. You can survive.
That was one of the questions that a shop owner asked us when I asked for questions. They said, "What would you recommend?" And
if you get Mathews,
if you can't get Mathews,
don't bother. Yeah. Or move to where you can. And that was my when I opened this store, that was my one concern. Like the others were important, and it's not to downplay the others because they're important.
You had two.
But I would have been okay with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have been okay.
Jesus, that's crazy.
It wouldn't have taken very long for it to cave in my opinion. But regardless, I had to get that. It had to be okay, or I would not do it. And this is me. Mm-hmm. Like ton of exposure, no different than you. I have a ton of exposure. If you were going to open another store somewhere and you couldn't get it,
especially after the month I've experienced, I agree. But I didn't know any better going into it. I knew what it was going to do for my store. Or excuse me, let me back up. I had a really good handle on what it was going to do for my store. It surpassed that. Now, for anybody, we talked about it. For anybody out there wondering, even though I've been selling bows for 10 years, just because you have a little less than 500,000 followers across all platforms, it still makes it tough if you don't have at least one of those brands. Just going to go ahead and tell you.
It's hard. It just is.
Are they worth the hype? Are they worth the hype?
One of them is.
Oh, I have so many good
there's always a little bitterness behind it. There's always a little bit. Oh, my God.
This is the archery content that people want.
Actually, this is 100% the archery content people want. No,
dude, what's your code?
Yeah, we haven't even heard it yet.
Oh, my God.
I always forget. It's going to be irrelevant for the entire month of January because you just passed on
PodiumArcher.com. Use code BowDaddy for 10% off.
Shut your BowDaddy.
You better make that code before this post.
You want it all do it?
Don't do it. Stop doing that, you whore. Listen. I bet
if we were selling real estate, he'd be like, yes.
Yes, get some.
I have
8%.
I have a brief BMAC window between now and basically the first. Because you hit 100K, so MFJJ is going to get people 15% off.
For January.
January.
Yeah.
God, why couldn't you have made it the first week of January?
I'm regretting the fact.
You should. You're going to lose money, you idiot.
I'm not going to lose money, but I'm not going to make a lot. But I mean, it was Jeff's idea, and I didn't think about
Jeff's stupid. We know that. We know.
Damn it, Jeff.
That's stupid.
He doesn't watch this.
But I'm glad you're good at this.
But the reality of it was I could have done it for a week, and it probably would have got the same.
No, it's
I didn't think about it. Honestly, I thought about just turning it on right now because after we did a Black Friday sale for that, this stuff's dipped off a lot, and it's still good, right? But it's not anything near what it was. And now that it's passed into 100K, and what's like the 13th or something today, or 13th or 14th? Is it 12th?
Oh, you got work?
Yeah, it's like the 13th. So we've still got another 14 days before we hit January. I'm kind of concerned people are going to wait to buy stuff.
No, don't. Discount code BMAC 10% off. Listen, you want it under your Christmas tree. We got these broadheads. We got the new.
11% off.
I just saw a mouse run across the floor. By the way,
did you really?
No shit.
Oh shit!
I just saw a mouse run across the floor.
Oh my God! You gotta be kidding.
You got more than popper things? Well, shoot it.
If only one of us was a decent archer, we could probably.
No kidding.
But all right.
Yeah, for point blank.
The other thing that the new CVE. Wait, not CP. What? I'm retarded. HHA. There we go. The other initials. The other HHA. I saw that sitting up there.
Yeah, it looks just like a triple stack, but a little skinnier. Yeah.
But you can adjust the pins.
Did they send you one?
Not yet.
Yeah, me either. Couldn't adjust the pins.
Wow.
Why did they do that?
I don't know who their marketing people are or why. What they're doing.
They're old school. As far as I know.
I'd agree.
You don't know.
It's big. The housing's big. But so's
your peep is big. Bro, when I shot your bow, I was like, what is happening right now?
God makes us all different. Don't
Your nose must be so big.
It's a little above average quarter.
I don't understand how the peep that you shoot on your bow is ridiculous.
It's actually not the size of my nose. It's how far my eyes are from the tip of my nose.
So you have very sunken in eyes is what you're telling me.
Probably,
I don't know what it's
I got like
7:30 seconds. When I'm shooting a 5:30 seconds on almost the exact same thing. So dude, I draw his bow back.
I couldn't even see your ring.
And I've got Jupiter orbiting around the housing. Listen, I want to take it back. I want to take it back. No,
I'm shooting a black gold.
Black gold. Okay.
But it's not a big housing. It's just it's one, my draw length's farther.
Right? A half inch.
That's farther than your eye is from the peep.
I understand.
Everything that makes your eye farther away from the peep makes you need a bigger peep.
And you run it in. You don't like running the black gold.
I have it in about as far as I can get it in. Yeah, I prefer that. But it's just a face structure thing. And you have kind of a dainty face.
And also, not to make fun of your face structure, but you do have a elongated nose.
A little bit.
Yeah. Compared to a lot.
Elongated. Scotty has a nice petite. He's got a petite nose.
Do I?
It's pretty.
Don't smell no bullshit from here with this.
I like to think you have prominent facial features.
I'm so excited because I'm going to start.
Not quite.
All right, Brianna, you're going to cut that shit out here.
You know what? Code Bo Daddy just got canceled. We're now leaving the Podium Archery channel.
That's bad. That one's coming out. Hey, it's funny. Oh man.
All right.
Okay. All right. So this is an interesting thing that you guys just brought up because what we're talking about is the subtleties of peep sizing.
You know what?
Subtleties of peep sizing
in relation to the size of your nose.
Well, I'm just saying, that's an interesting part of the conversation as well. I wonder how many people are running peeps that are the wrong size. Okay. Focus. Bring it back in. Okay. What do you want people to see when they look through, when they draw back and they anchor correctly? What do you want them to see in the peep?
The tiniest little bit of daylight around your ring of your housing.
You want them to see daylight around the outside of the housing?
Barely.
When it's at 20 through 60?
Yes, because if you can't, you will be a little bit left or a little bit right or a little bit high or a little bit low, and it won't look different to you.
Okay.
If you have some daylight around it, just a little bit, like paper width, ideally. If you can get it to where you just see daylight around it,
okay,
you know when you're centered. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of them have a ring that's like that thick. Mm-hmm. You would be amazed how far off you can be, and it still looks like you're centered if you can't see around it. That's why you have to see around it.
Okay, fair. What do you think?
Nah.
Just say you can disagree.
Okay. No, I'm just still bringing it in.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I'm trying to lock it in.
It hurts from laughing. No, I agree with what he said. If it's not lined up perfectly around the ring, the biggest thing is obviously you want to see your bubble, which don't go watch the last podcast I did because I said I can't see my bubble, but that's a different story. But you either want to line it up perfectly with the ring or, like he said, have a little bit of daylight outside of it. Now, with that being said, it's not all about the peep size. I mean, obviously that has a lot to do with it, but if your anchor point is not consistent, then you can't shrink or make the peep bigger based off what you're seeing around your scope housing. So keep that in mind. So if you started shooting last week and you don't have a consistent anchor point, don't go to your shop just yet and say, hey, I need a bigger, smaller peep. No, you need to shoot a little bit more, get more consistent before you go on to that step.
How do you think about that? Like, so when you're actually working on your shooting, like, are you having people think about like the different, you need a consistent anchor, you need a consistent shot. So are you thinking about like where they're actually anchoring and going, okay, that's what you need to lock in, is you need to lock in that feel. Where is that back end resting before you're actually making changes to your setup? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. This is evidently this is turned into a
anchor point is what a novice shooter, when they leave the store, I tell them you need to go home and shoot, get consistent, get comfortable. Even if we set the peep to them and they're a little wonky, I always tell them, bring it back to us. We can reset the peep based off of where you get comfortable, where you're settling in. And a lot of times they come back to Scotty, peaks a little high, a little low. Takes 10 minutes to adjust, send them back out the door. So now the peak's set to their consistent anchor point.
See, this, I feel like for so long, by the way, this podcast is evidently about people that are new shooting bows. That's what we're going to do.
Apparently.
So let's get it.
Sorry.
But no, it's great. That's amazing.
Damn me for growing the sport. Sorry.
Tisk.
Well, at the end, we'll talk about crossbows. So
I actually do want to talk about that with him since he's been carrying them. Go ahead, Tony.
all right. So I feel like for the longest time, I was probably shooting a super inconsistent peep height, and I didn't understand why. And I didn't understand like the peep's too low, and the bow feels bad. It feels squinchy. Or the peep's too high, and it feels like the bow is too stretched out. It feels like my draw length is wrong. So when we talk about what's right and what's wrong, when you say the right anchor, how are you getting people at home to determine that? Like if you've got a guy at home who's like, just test this out, what are you telling them to do? How are you figuring that out?
Well, the first thing I would ask him is what release aid are they using?
Okay.
Wrist strap or a thumb?
And most people are using what for you? Wrist strap?
Definitely a little bit more wrist strap, but
Okay.
we do have a lot of thumb release guys, which I also tell them, just to simplify it, is when you're using a release strap, when you're switching from a release strap to a thumb, thank you, you're going here to here essentially, just to kind of simplify it more, because a lot of people are like, oh, if I go to thumb release, I need to change my draw length. I don't know what you've experienced. A lot of times I don't see that.
Your peep's going to be a little different, but your draw length isn't.
The only one I've seen that actually can effectively change, or uneffectively, in my opinion, change your draw length is the ultra view, just because they do have it
got
on
long nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay, so it would shorten your shorten your draw length.
yes, it would
Yeah.
shorten it. Yeah.
Bad.
It's not ideal.
No.
Well, there are some releases that'll make it a little longer, but there's very few of them. Like the Too Simple from Carter. The nose on it's so short that it's going the other direction. That's only like a quarter. It's not a half. But if your bow has quarter-inch adjustments, you're likely to change your draw length a little bit in that scenario.
See, I feel like you guys know that, but most people that are new are not going to know that. They're not going to understand. They're just going to shoot
Only
through
go
it.
to your local pro shop and ask.
Yeah, but how are they going to know? Like,
Pro shop?
they're gonna watch you draw, and they're gonna watch you anchor, and they're gonna give you feedback.
I would hope.
Should.
Okay, good.
I would hope.
Good. That's what I'm saying. Is okay. So after you've been shooting for a while as a new person, being willing to go back into the shop and be like, hey, can you just look at this?
Well, your traumas from bad pro shops.
I know, but dude, trust me.
That's gone now.
Dude,
It's okay.
Yeah, no kidding. I didn't know it was that bad.
It was that bad.
You've heard about my $25
was not
D-loop
bad.
charge, right? You heard about this?
I don't think
No,
Scotty, you were 13 when this video came out that I put out.
That's what I was doing was 13-year-olds.
Playing outside, having a good time. Playing woods in Georgia.
That's what we call an inside joke from the editing that was not in this video.
All right. I went to a shop. This is hilarious. And I wanted to shoot a bow that was a hunting bow that was on their wall.
I do remember this. They were going to charge you $25 to set the bow up and shoot it.
Just to put a D-loop on it.
That is, in my opinion, I tell you something else I've run into recently, and I don't know where it came from. Apparently, and I don't know how far these customers are coming. I should probably ask just out of curiosity, but apparently some shops, if you don't buy the bow and accessories from them, they won't sell you just the bow.
Comment below if that's happened to you.
That's
Really?
wild.
That's what I said. And the only reason I bring it up is because I had it happen twice in the past 2 weeks. Call me, hey, do you have a Mathews Arc 30? Yeah, hell yeah, we do. They're like, can I buy just the bow? Like, I mean, yeah, you can buy whatever you want. Like, that was a weird question. I didn't know how to respond because, we do have people that work on their own stuff, and we encourage it.
Or they're going to take everything off their old bow and put that on their new bow.
Yeah.
Not buy a bunch
Right.
Or bring your old bow in and
We'll peel it and put it on the new stuff.
for you. If you want us to, it's an option.
We'll peel it.
Yeah,
For sure.
no big deal.
100%.
But he's like, but I've had 2 people call me the past 2 weeks saying, well, I tried buying that same bow somewhere else, and they said if we don't buy the accessories and the bow from them, then they're not gonna sell us the bow. I'm like, tell it to hold the bow hostage.
Aim the shop, Scotty.
No, I really don't know.
All right.
That's why I said I'm curious to know how far these guys are coming.
I can tell you what that is. It's a shop that has like 3 of them.
I guess.
Yeah. And that's it. And that's all I got.
Well, and the markup on it.
trying to.
And
So
the
they took
accessories.
the preview patterns, and that's it. Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Do you have Mathews in stock right now?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
What do you have? Shut your mouth.
I don't watch this shit, and I knew that.
They get upset if I talk about how many I have.
You don't have to tell me the numbers, but you got different colors. You got 34s, you got 30s. Sure. You got different colors?
Yeah,
34s
I'm
and 30s.
delightfully surprised at how many I have right now. But the amount we've sold and the amount that's coming in, I've been very happy with. I've been very
See
happy.
what I told you?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay, good. But that means both the stores are being well supplied.
Yes.
You don't sell Hoyt.
Mhm.
Do I sell wheat?
Yeah. How many of the
Comment down below if this is your first time here.
I am. No shit.
How many
Sell
of
everything.
the tampon tie red you sell?
I'm so glad you said that. When I was pulling on this little
I should ask a
thing,
fella, yeah.
that's what I felt like. Not that I've done that. Not that
You have. Yeah, you have. The Georgia clay. Does that look like the clay from where you're from?
I was so insulted.
You're not even a Hoyt dealer. You can talk shit about it
Yeah.
if you want. Yeah.
I actually told Ty Jones something today, which I've already said it on this podcast before, but I'll say it again. I told him, I said, and just so you know, me and Ty are really good buddies. He'll be here eventually. But I said, man, I'm really insulted that you're a bow company. Because he had, obviously, it's available on the aluminum too.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Aluminum carbon.
Well, yeah, I was just talking about the carbon. I said, I'm very insulted that you got that color on your carbon bow. He's like, why? I said, well, the only difference between that color and Georgia clay is one of them's actually in the U.S.
Too funny.
He's like,
you got me.
This guy.
I got me, bitch.
You got me, bitch. Got you, bitch.
Does it look? I want to go see it. Does it look better in person?
I'll get it. Here, you guys keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, good one.
All right.
Because I've been calling it Play-Doh.
So when I
not great.
when I pulled it out at first, and listen, I want to shoot the AX3 because I feel like it's
I want to shoot them both while I'm here.
and I had an RX 9 Ultra,
Mhm.
and it was fantastic, and then I traded it for a title. So like it's top notch. And then Josh's video of the year, the RX 10 Ultra 1.
Really?
Yeah, best bow of the year. So like it's fantastic. But that color is ass. It's bad.
I wonder, did you shoot the RX-8?
I think it was the 8.
Because the 8 was my favorite Hoyt they ever came out.
The 8 and the 9 I owned. I think I had both of those. Then I actually
I'm pretty sure it was the 8. Did the 8 come in a 34 or 33? Do you remember
I
it?
don't remember.
We'll ask.
But I always get the
Jesus,
Ultra.
when was that
Big
game,
bump
right?
Jesus. I always get the Ultra version, so it's the longer version. I just know that this year it was the 34 in their Ultra.
The RX-8 Ultra I like so much. I think it had a long brace.
I feel like it was was it a 35?
I don't think it was a.
Maybe it wasn't that long.
I think it was a 34.
I'd
I
have to
think it had like either a 6.5 or, of course, my favorite spec bow, 6.5 or 7-inch brace height.
6.5?
6.5.
And then what axle is your favorite?
34.
Dude, that's the exact same. And I think that he's the same. Like it's the perfect balance between speed and forgiveness. Like that just feels like
And
the
for
spot.
everybody watching this, always said I'm a prime guy and just switched to Mathews just because I got them. Guess what? Bow company has almost always had a 34-inch axle to axle and a 6.5-inch brace height bow.
Speaking of ugly bows,
And guess so far who's the only bow company that's come out with my favorite spec bow this year? Mathews.
Look at you selling out so quickly.
My hands are burning.
if you see it outside, it's just a little worse, if I'm honest. It's a little more contrasty in here with all the shadows, and so it looks a little darker.
Y'all can't see it, but there's a cobweb on this thing. Nope, ain't nobody touched this shit.
Dude, honestly, we put out a poll about that one, and the responses were more positive than negative, which shocked me.
I know.
I was like, what do you mean?
I didn't say
like,
one.
I thought it was going to be horrible. Like, what was my favorite one? Like, favorite name that we heard on? Bloody Stool.
Bloody Stool. And by the way, Bloody Stool was from a person who is hyper prominent in the industry. We can't say who it is.
I already heard this.
So I said dog penis red, but I think there's a more
Dog penis red is good.
There's a little more rose.
Mountain
to
House
it.
Red. I heard Mountain House
Oh,
Red.
I will.
Which anybody who's had Mountain House for 8 days in a row knows exactly what I'm talking
I
about.
will have to say it doesn't look as bad in
It
person.
isn't as bad in person.
Ty Jordan stopped making everything look so cinematic because in his videos I've seen it looks a lot.
It pumps that saturation, baby.
Yeah.
Pumps that saturation.
Yeah.
But dude, we're in a dark, contrasty room. That's the best that bow is ever going to look. Now, I will say, it's great. Like, that is a great platform. The RX-10 Ultra, fantastic platform. That color, I'd just go with a different color.
Sandstorm, baby.
That's a great color.
The gray color.
Sandstorm's great.
Yeah. That's what they get for coming out with 2 new
I think
colors.
one of the reasons why these aren't the stock. These are These aren't
You can get them that way.
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
That's the gray color.
But don't they have it with the red limbs too? Yeah. Yeah.
You can get it even
I
more
wouldn't like
bloody
it.
stool on
Well,
there.
and then you can add accessories that are
also
that
bloody
the red as
stool.
well, like that. And that's how Ty's running. Is he's running it with the
It looked better in his video than I thought it was going to.
Ty can make anything look good.
You are not.
He's just.
You guys are gay.
Well, it's because his shorts are
No,
so
you're
ugly.
just jealous because you've seen his videos too, and you're like, oh, I'm only a quarter of that talent.
Probably true.
Maybe less. Maybe an 8.
And a quarter of that buff. Oh, want to touch the muscles.
Also,
There's that gay thing again.
I don't know if I have to cut gay out. Do I have to cut
I-
gay
I-
out of the videos?
No, you don't.
Honestly, I like
That's a nice color. The gray
That's a
is
good
really
color
nice.
combo.
that, but everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Or that on the riser and then black on the limbs looks kick ass. Like gray and black.
Then black parts too.
Yeah.
It still is. It almost looks fake to me.
Yeah.
Like now that I see it in some more light. Yeah.
Dude, it's like rose. I don't know. Holy, like, and maybe they'll change it going forward. Like maybe they did the first run and they were like, oh shit. And then maybe they'll deepen the color. I don't know.
More than half of the people liked it.
And that's all that matters. Doesn't matter what we like.
More than half of the people are retarded.
All they sell stuff to retards, Brandon.
We're not saying that that's the
Hence
case.
Rolex.
The thing I love
Brandon,
about
did you
Scotty
miss me?
is he doesn't understand that this is an Omega, not a Rolex.
What's crazy doesn't understand. Brandon doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't give a shit.
Scotty doesn't know either. So the all right, this is still a fantastic bow, though, right?
Yeah, it's awesome bow.
I'm excited to shoot it. I haven't shot one yet.
Okay. All right, because Scotty doesn't care.
Definitely will.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But dude, RX-10 Ultra
We'll have a whole other conversation off film.
RX-10 Ultra was bow of the year for you on your channel,
I
right?
didn't pick it.
Okay, what the guy is the guy reputable, by the way?
Joel?
Yeah.
Joel,
I don't know who Joel is.
So side note, Joel bought both of them.
Both of what?
Both bows that he settled on at the end, where he took one over the
I don't
other.
remember how it ended. Tell the
We
people
talking
that are
about
listening.
Brody's now?
Don't we want no?
No.
No.
That would have been
Bodie, not
fantastic.
Bodie.
Oh,
not
I did
Brody.
it again. I'm sorry,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah. I said I'm
Like,
sorry.
he's a pretty relevant dude.
I didn't say he wasn't. I just got his name wrong. We used to get each other's shop's name wrong. Like, what do you
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been driving for 7. Don't be so
Well, I
hard
call-
on
My
Schmott.
balls are
called-
still
what
sticking
I
to the
call
inside of my
James, I
legs
called
when
him
I drive.
Jason?
Sure.
Or what is
With
it?
bow discipline.
Bo
Yeah, good job. Don't be so hard on people. We don't have the best memories.
That was
Okay,
hilarious.
all right. So, Brody.
No, before Brody.
No, what? I'm sorry. I was about to
My
jump
brain
his
was
case when he said, "Is Joel relevant?" I was like,
The guy in
Joel
your video.
Neubauer. Okay, so Joel ended up buying both bows. The RX-10 Ultra that he picked isn't in the shop yet. He picked a particular color.
What?
So in the interim, he bought an ARC 34.
But who is he?
Joel's
He's a guy.
Joel's like an unpaid intern that is always at the shop, always helping people. He's been shooting a bow his entire life. He's a phenomenally good shot. And what I was getting to before you interrupted me was his first Vegas round with an ARC 34 that he shot was a 326X with a hunting bow. He's legit.
Okay.
Joel can shoot, and Joel understands what makes a bow shoot well and not, and he picked the Hoyt. But he bought both. And he had said during the video, he's like, I'm probably going to get both anyway. Buys 4 to 6 bows a year, every year.
"My man."
He just loves.
That's cool.
But and he literally, he's in the shop every day.
Does he
And he
change?
helps customers. He builds bows for people. He gets up to check them out. He's like, hey, I don't work here. I can't ring this up, but here you go.
Dude, that's so there's a couple of guys that are here that
I
do
know.
the same thing.
I know,
Willie
I love
comes
it.
in here and
Well,
does the
but
same.
it's
That's
because
so
of the
fun.
environment that we create here. Okay, we're trying to have a good time, and that was my core principle to begin with. Period. Because I had a not good time
Stop.
most of the time. When my
Your
dad,
fist.
sorry,
Thank you.
sorry. Most of the time, like growing up in the shop and working for my dad, it wasn't fun. It was not fun, and I'm like, what are we doing here? We're playing with bows for a living. Why is this not fun? Like, this is a fun sport. It's a fun idea. It's a fun concept. What are we doing? So when I bought it from my dad, I swore that I would lose every dime I had to make sure we're having a good time. And we're creating a fun, family-friendly, for the most part, but family-related environment.
Sure.
We're kin. We're not employees.
Yep.
And period. And that's how it's going to be. So that's why we have interns that work for free. There's like, I just want to be involved. I don't care. I don't need any money. Like, and Joel runs he's like a construction guy that runs crews, and his wife and him run a wedding dress shop in town. None of those things make ridiculous. Yeah. So
Yeah, so he
he's-
can come in and
he'll
hang
go to
out,
work
like-
in the morning. He'll go to work at 7 a.m. And by 9:30, he's in the shop before we even open. He's hanging out all day, every day.
You got a guy like that in Georgia?
Yeah.
That's
Got
crazy.
quite a few of them. And a lot of them end up being employees.
Yeah.
See, we don't even have job applications.
Neither do you.
Nope.
I gotta know you and like you to let you work here.
Dude, that blows my mind.
Well, there's so much to the
Well, you gotta
the
sift
whole
through
thing
the
that you create.
bull, Yeah.
Well, what you're trying to create, right?
Yeah.
You have to sit, or what's the point?
No, it's just crazy to me that the demand for it, it's almost like being in the, like, I imagine it's like being in the movie industry where you have so many people that want to be involved because of what you guys are doing that, like, you have to turn people away. Because with what I do, I'm just like, please come help build parts of the houses that I build, please. And don't be so crazy
That
expensive.
sounds like a terrible industry.
I hate it. That's
Well,
why
that's because your industry's not fun. No offense. I mean, you're making a fun environment, and we both have very similar personalities. Is that fair?
I would say
That we're
100%.
talking shit and flipping shit, and having a good time,
gay.
right? And that's the whole point. Is like everyone comes to work, they laugh, they enjoy themselves, they have a good time, and they work.
I couldn't work the hours that I work at the shop if I didn't enjoy it. Now, don't get me wrong, I have my bad days, but compared to most people, I mean, most people get pissed about Mondays. To me, it's another day going to do what I enjoy for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's things that suck, but for the most part, it's a lot of fun.
There's a reason I rarely have a day off.
Exactly.
I enjoy what I do.
You know, I've had one trip since last time I saw you at Bowfest. Yep. Every other day I've been at the shop. Because we've been rode hard and put up wet in a very good way. We've had a very big increase this year, even before Mathews.
Nice.
And that has, of course, added on to it. But you can't put in those kind of hours at a job if you don't enjoy it. Now, obviously, I'm self-invested. It's my business. But at the same time, stuff like that can put a man in an early grave if he doesn't enjoy it.
Where is your shop located again?
Commerce, Georgia.
Yeah, but where, like, in Georgia, where is that? Like,
Commerce.
I know, but relative to a bigger place. Where relative to Commerce,
In
Georgia.
relation
Okay,
to Atlanta.
In
Is that fair?
Nashville,
Is that the biggest
in Nashville, we say we're 20 minutes outside of Nashville. Where are you?
I'm about 60 miles north of Hot Atlanta off of I-85.
Okay.
Yeah, right below South Carolina.
So if you're in Georgia, that's where you would go see Scotty, and he's going to be there.
More than likely. I tell people, but sometimes people come in and say, I was here the other day. I didn't see you. Well, that was your fault. You got terrible luck. Don't buy a lottery ticket. Because I'm here a lot.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot. I mean, I left work and drove here.
No, you literally, you called me earlier, and you were like, all right, I think I am going to be able to leave at this point in time. And it was because you were at the shop working.
I sold one bow, restrung two. I was like, all right, peace out, Girl Scout.
Okay. I have a follow-up. I have a follow-up question.
You're north of Atlanta?
60
You
miles?
were south for some reason.
Well, that's why I asked him for
Yeah,
clarification.
I
And then he was giving me shit about it. And no, there's all these
Well,
people in
Commerce is
Georgia
actually
that
a
can't-
really big city. Like, we're right next to Athens, Georgia. You know,
Never heard of it.
Georgia
You
Bulldogs.
ever heard of Athens, Georgia?
Heard of Athens.
Well,
Georgia.
y'all don't have football in Tennessee. Oh, wait, yeah, y'all do. The Vols or something? Yeah.
Vanderbilt, Citizens
Is that right?
National.
You better
I-
watch out.
Ivy
man.
League?
You better watch out.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the team that lost 2 games? That's that got snubbed on the national championship.
Oh my God, I'm about to fall asleep.
Got snubbed.
If you're gonna do this,
Yeah.
are we gonna do this?
No, that was one of the ones that was like, hey, how come they didn't get it? Because it's Vanderbilt. They're in the SEC.
Is our whole Asian? It's a bunch of Asians on our football team, right? I didn't know.
I don't know anyone that's on the team. I just remember it was.
That was random AF. When
No,
he
it's
said
not.
Asians, I'm like,
He
Vanderbilt
makes fun
is
of
very Vanderbilt is very intelligent, so therefore Asians.
treats a sport.
Oh, he just blew his mind.
No, I'm
Are you saying people that draw back bows are not athletes? Are you saying it takes no skill, determination?
Archery is similar to bowling. yo, that's the perfect pause. That's the perfect amount of pause because that'll be another really good short. Really good short. Me saying that, and then he's going to share it, and the people are going to be so mad at me, which is
I'm glad he found use for it because
All right, I don't actually think that. I don't actually think that archery is similar to bowling. Although, like, bowlers are kind of legit, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. All right, I have a follow-up question. Listen. Hold up.
All I can think of is Kingpin when they're talking about
We might
how
have to do another-
pristine these athletes are. They're all big fat dudes eating pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
and you know, I was gonna say there's no bar, but I was like, bow vest.
All right, I have a question, and this is actually legit. Okay, and you guys are both Mathews dealers. This year, I bought the Mathews bars, the stabilizers. Okay, I bought the aluminum ones.
Yep.
Do they make the carbon ones in short bars?
I want to say the shortest one's a 12, if I remember right.
In carbon, though?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I bought the aluminum ones, and I bought a bunch of extra weights. And,
The weight system's legit.
dude, the weight system is
System's awesome.
I had
incredible.
no idea.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I've installed them, but I haven't played with them. I was like, pretty cool.
that's very smart.
Okay, but when I load up the front of my 15-inch front bar, and then I tap the riser of the bow, that son of a bitch vibrates for 45 seconds.
How does it feel on the shot, though?
Okay, that's my question. This is my question. And you're a little biased because you make
I
bars.
feel like somebody's just trying to make shit up to cause problems.
I'm
instead.
not. I want to know
He's
what's
not making shit
legit.
up.
No,
Well, I
wanna-
know he's not making shit up, but he's finding shit out.
It's not that. I want to know.
He's driven and intrigued by an understanding of the sport to a degree that's above the average person by a reasonable amount. And we pointed it out when we were down in Mexico. It was like, that thing's vibrating like crazy. But I didn't notice it when I shot your bow. It didn't feel anything.
That's what I wonder is, and when you're at the hold, so I've got a lot of weight on my bars right now because the arc is light. So I don't mind the way a heavier bow feels, and I actually like the idea of putting the weight where you want it to be on the bow. But what I'm interested in is with the amount of wobble that you're getting out of those bars, are you actually losing accuracy? Because ultimately, that's what it's all about.
Because the wobble's only happening after the shot.
A decent
If
amount,
there is.
and a decent amount of pros will actually argue that you want to flex, you don't want not to, which I don't necessarily agree with. But there's an argument.
Greg Poole said that.
Yeah.
He said that you can make bars too stiff.
Yeah, that is possible.
And I
So
don't know.
according to professionals, I wouldn't put myself in that category. Personally, I work on bows a lot. I experiment with things a lot. I've tested a lot of things, but I'm not a professional. Well, that by definition, I think if we collect money at any point, we are technically.
Yeah, but I
But I
think
wouldn't
people
put, I wouldn't put that in that category. I'm not competing for money.
right.
I'm experimenting.
I'm more curious if you guys think that the
But
bars
I think what you're experiencing in that, just being honest, because you're hitting the side of the bow and flexing the bar like this.
Doing something
That does not happen when you fire the bow.
No, but it
Yeah.
doesn't happen when you put one of your rods on the front of it. That doesn't happen the same way.
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying is your rod. He's got a stiff rod. No, what I'm wondering is the aluminum that has more flex, is it actually a better system? I do the weights and the way they mount and the dampener and all that stuff is legit.
Yeah, the
Like
weights are phenomenal.
It's awesome.
Weights are phenomenal.
Yeah, kudos to whoever came up with that. But that's what I don't know. And maybe we're way
You said it right there. You don't know.
I don't know.
So keep playing with different rods, different stiffnesses, till you find out what works best for you, and then you do know.
Honestly, I think I am the deficit in what I've shot because like my groups are the same at 125 with these bars as they are with yours, as they are with Cutter, as they are with Bee Stinger, like anybody that I've got, because I've messed around because I've been like, what the hell? So that's why I'm confused.
Then we go to which bars look best on your bow.
And then we go with price too.
Not with you.
Well, not with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
We're talking
not with
about
me.
Brandon.
I know, but I'm talking about normal people too. Omega. He doesn't know what Omega means. He doesn't know what that means.
Sorry, I couldn't rotate you like that.
No, it's good stuff. He doesn't get it. I'm gonna buy Scotty watch before this is all over, by the way. Just wait. I already ordered one for James.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So what was it, a G-Shock?
No. It's just, dude. It's.
What'd you get?
I'll show you after.
Oh, okay, go.
It's amazing.
You want to know something funny?
Yeah.
I can't read one of those watches.
That's why I'd buy you a digital one.
Can't read that clock.
Digital.
Seriously?
Digital.
Yeah. Why do I need to?
That's valid.
It's an appreciation.
Numbers.
It's
an appreciation for the evolution of humanity in general.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Listen, now I've got it fucking sold. What? I've got it hooked in there. All
I
right.
mean, I know what it means when one of the hands is on 12 and the other one's on another number. That's about it.
That's reading a watch, buddy.
Not very good.
How old are you again?
33. Sorry.
Okay.
I can't remember if I had a birthday or not.
All right. Well, yeah, your teachers probably did a bad job.
All 5-0.
Yeah, all the way through high school, they had a manual clock on the wall.
Yeah, I never knew what
Manual?
was to leave until the
Or a digital.
No, like this.
Yeah.
Like the manual face.
Yeah.
Up until up until I graduated high school, and I graduated in '97. I'm 40.
That might be the reason why I know how to read that much about a watch, because I knew one of the hands was on 12, the other one was on 7. Oh, time to go to the next class.
Yep.
Then it goes to 8. Time to go to the next class.
I'm one of
those people. I learn what I need to know.
Sure. Well, it's a valid reality.
Good. Now, if all clocks were like that, I guarantee you, I read that son of a bitch backwards if I need to.
Sure.
But that directly ties back to exactly what I'm talking about is what do you need in order to make your bow shoot properly? And do you actually need to spend the money on the Mathews bars? Or can you get away with something that's way less expensive, like his bars? His bars are like a third of the price. Not quite a third, but like it's freaking crazy. Dude, each of the Mathews weights, I went and bought the Mathews weights here at the shop and bought them out.
Dude.
They were $10 an ounce. That's crazy.
It's all gold prices.
It's pushing it.
It's not, because it's not remotely, because gold's pushing, it's over 4,000 an ounce. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, don't know.
Exactly. That makes me sound like a dick. I didn't mean to say it that way. I'm sorry. I'm just curious. I'm curious, like,
It comes from you sounding like a dick. Promise you, I don't feel it.
I just don't want people to spend their money where they don't have to. And that's what I don't understand. That's one of the reasons that I bought the Mathews bar setup, because I was just so curious, like, am I going to notice a difference? And that's
out of everything that you can spend money on and improve the cost of, that's probably the least important place to look.
I'd say my favorite thing so far is the Low Pro Quiver.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
That thing is legit. Yep.
Yeah,
There's not a better aligned and fitted quiver system for a bow, period.
I would agree. I got the front arms, I got the PSEs, I got the tight spots. They're all great, all do the job. But as far as getting the best bang out of your buck for a quiver, it's the most expensive for a reason, and I would highly recommend them.
But it pulls it so tight to the riser, but it's not interfering with any of the rest.
The locking system is great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is great.
No,
I know who else makes a very similar, very effective system. Wait.
Well, they're always copying Mathews. Yeah, it makes sense.
I will say,
you've sold out so fast. It's not even funny, you cuck. Oh my God!
I finally got it.
You're just like so fast. Oh my God! Which, hey, I get it. Believe me, because when it's like half of the market, and you now get
More than half. Yeah.
Really? It's right around.
Yeah.
Like, just keep in mind, you're talking about 10 other ones, right? Versus one. And now we're just referring to the U.S. market. You get outside of the U.S., this is a very different conversation. Like, drastically different.
Yes, I have heard that before.
But within the United States, Mathews is at least half of the market. I think that's a fair conversation to say. But it's that everything they build is based off of making it work well together. And that's where the future of this sport is integrating the equipment that goes on your boat to make your boat itself perform better, be smoother, be lighter, be clearer, be quieter, function better as a group.
You know, an interesting question I kept getting asked right after we launched Mathews in the shop is, so who are you going to drop? Who are you going to get rid of? Well, I didn't plan on getting rid of anybody.
yeah, that's a weird question.
Yeah.
Well, but most shops have what I would call a scarcity mentality. most shops' brain is going to go, we're going to sell 400 bows a year. We're going to sell 300 bows a year. We're going to sell 600 bows a year, whoever you are, right? And your mindset goes, well, I have to get rid of one of these if I'm bringing 100 or 200 more of X into here. That's not necessarily true.
Well, my mindset is, I don't care which one you buy, as long as you leave my shop with the bow. And if you're not leaving the shop with a bow, or excuse me, if you're not leaving my shop with a bow, then that means I didn't do a good job of stocking inventory. So my mindset is, the more brands I have, the more bow sales you're going to have. Now, with that being said, you don't go crazy with certain brands, but we've kind of built up the brand of Feathers and Antlers to where we sell a lot of high-end stuff, but we still sell a lot of mid and lower-end stuff, so everybody gets to leave with a bow, potentially. So I don't plan on getting rid of anybody. I am cutting back on crossbows.
Yeah. Are you cutting back?
On crossbows.
All right, let's go there. Go.
Yeah. So, well, first I wanted to ask you, and then I'll go into it.
Dude.
Crossbows are illegal or not allowed, whatever, in Washington where we're spoken.
You can hunt with one, but you have to be in rifle season.
Oh, okay.
It's not a legal hunting weapon for its own season.
Okay. So,
But in rifle, it's considered general season.
mm-hmm.
You can use any weapon you want. And they do allow crossbows for disabled people, so it is a licensed weapon.
As it should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you've never been in a state like Georgia where there basically is no laws.
Yeah, you've told me some pretty interesting things.
Yeah. So you got Raven, 10 Point, anybody else?
Wicked Ridge, Mission, Excalibur. I'm drawing a blank.
I don't remember.
There's a couple.
Are you set up as a 10 Point service center here?
Yeah, I believe we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So overall, how's your experience been with crossbows in this region?
We sold a lot, like a lot, and they break a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how many of that is the manufacturer's issue? As far as when I see it, let me rephrase that. How many of those crossbows breaking is because something happened from the manufacturer?
The majority.
Really?
I think so. But I don't know. I'd have to ask the guys. I don't work on them.
Oh, okay.
That's not, I don't work on them.
Okay.
I understand operator error and whatnot, but most of them have safety features in them that make it to where you have a hard time firing without bolting it.
You'd be impressed.
But people will find a way. The number one thing, now, I do have experience in fixing these things over like decades of usage because we didn't sell them, but they're still floating around.
Oh, yeah.
And the super commenting, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was epic.
With them, your
Big deep.
Oh, my neck? Oh,
yeah, that was nice. I wish I could do that right now. It doesn't want to let go. I keep trying. Yeah. Anyway, the really common thing that I've seen a lot is people leaving them cocked and they break cocked.
I've definitely seen that a couple times.
They just like leave them in the corner ready to go.
Yeah.
They don't want to fire a bolt off.
Correct.
Okay.
The biggest thing I see breaking or messing up is the cocking mechanism for people either over cranking, unwinding it too many times to where it spools up and then it comes out looking like a chewed up rug from a rat. And
yeah, that's fair. I've seen that.
Yeah.
But you would say that's user error?
100%.
Okay. Is there something the manufacturer could put in place that would prevent that stuff from happening? Not really.
Well, here's the thing. Do crossbows break? Yes. In my experience, and I wholeheartedly and bluntly tell this to anybody looking at a crossbow at my shop. This is at my shop. I don't care what you do at yours. I tell them the number one cause of issues with crossbows is the consumer. It's the first thing I tell them, just to get their attention. Like, because I'm about to spend 25 to 30 minutes with you showing you how to cock and decock and shoot and load this $3,500 crossbow properly. Because it seems to me that people that, not all people, because we definitely do have some really good crossbow customers, but it seems to me a lot of people have the mentality of the more money I spend on this product, the less maintenance it should be, the easier it should be to use, and obviously the faster it's going to be. It's not necessarily the case. When you buy a Ferrari, it has more maintenance than a Ford Ranger, but they do the same thing. Okay? Same thing with a high-end crossbow.
I agree.
It has a lot more features, so you have to pay attention more. I mean,
I don't agree with what you said, but I understand where we're going.
Well, and I should probably preface when I was saying that in manufacturer, I'm also referring to every price point, not just what it.
Well, okay. Well, depending on what
you start throwing under $1,000 in there.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the majority of broken things that we see are from crossbows that are under $1,000.
Yep.
So that's where that comes from.
Yep. Yeah, I would 100% agree.
Now, when you're talking a $3,000 crossbow, yeah, the dude probably did it. Whatever's wrong with it, most likely.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead and continue.
Oh, that was it.
Okay.
Next topic.
No, I just think it's interesting. Do you feel guilty selling crossbows? Like, in your soul, do you feel
I
bad?
don't feel guilty when I pay my bills at all.
That's honestly, that's fair. That's fair. That is one of the things that Josh and I are going to work on this year. I've got a
Have
couple.
your conscience?
No, I've got a couple of people we're going to reach out to try to change the crossbow legislation in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah, I tried doing that in Georgia.
Well, but you also don't have any restrictions, period, for the most part, right? Like
No.
rifle, everything's overlapped. So you've already got a mindset where overlapping.
We have a 3.5 month long rifle season. You buy a license, you can kill 12 deer on it.
Well, if you buy a license here, you can kill 2 a day.
It's 3 a day now.
3 a day. 3 a day for
change, but
4
I
months.
don't know what it is during gun
September,
season.
October, November, December. Do you go into January?
Yeah, a little
It
bit.
goes into January, and you can kill 3 a day.
3 what? Just those?
Yeah, does.
Yeah, $2,
but
$2 a
but
year.
there's other areas where you can go kill a buck and then get a bonus. So like I think there's ways to finagle it in Tennessee. And and listen, if you're a nerd and you want to comment below and tell us, and I mean nerd in a good way, I think you can get up to $4 in the state of Tennessee if you kill 2 in other areas that are the right areas where getting bonus bucks.
Is the whole state under one set of regulations, or do y'all have zones?
There's some zones,
Okay.
and there's some like CWD zones that have kind of popped up. That the regs are a little bit different. And I also don't think a lot of people know that. Like, I've talked to my neighbors, which is,
I just found out about that a week or 2 ago.
I don't even mean my close by neighbors. I've talked to some neighbors, and they're like, I was out, I threw a bag of corn out. And I was like, you're not supposed to. Where are you doing that? Because I don't want it to be anywhere near where I'm hunting.
Can y'all not
Because-
own a debate here?
Not yet.
You can next year.
We're supposed to next year.
Oh.
But I've talked to 3 people that are like in my intimate
They're all
circle,
doing it anyway.
and they're freaking throwing out corn.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Georgia was doing it before it was legal too.
dude, Walmart. I went into co-op, and I asked the co-op guy. I was like, "You guys sell deer corn?" Like, and it ramps up before the season. He goes, "Oh yeah, we sell 300% more deer corn from basically the beginning of September through the beginning of January, which is deer season." I was like, "Right, but people know that you're not allowed to bait in Tennessee, right?" And he was like, "Right."
Right. Doesn't matter.
Yes, but they still gonna do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, that's so crazy to me.
Because if y'all have the same DNR force that we do, I don't mean any disrespect to Georgia DNR. I'm talking about how big the state is versus the number of DNR officers. They ain't gonna catch them all. They ain't gonna catch 10% of it.
It's just such a weird thing to me to like think about the risk that is. And then also, like, does it cheapen it when you're doing something to create edge?
People that are willing to break a rule, it does not cheapen it to them. It would cheapen it to me. I imagine it would cheapen it to you.
It's just, I don't
The
know.
fact that you're even asking the question implies that it would.
It's just a weird thing. Like, there's a reason
Not
that we
everybody
do
has the same
archery.
mindset. So keep in mind, and I've said this in a video, I grew up with outlaw hunters. And for the longest time, as a young child, I thought it was okay to bait deer in Georgia. And this was years ago when it was illegal. But I see everybody doing it. I thought, oh, it must be okay. So you got to think about ways some of these people were probably
But why? Tell me why they're doing it, though.
easier to kill deer,
Okay, but what are they doing with the deer?
eating it,
Okay, is that the reason?
guarantee it.
They're literally doing it because they want food.
So here's the difference. Typically, not in all cases. I mean, obviously there's poachers, but typically people who are doing things illegal to kill deer. I'll give you a perfect example. But people that are doing things illegal to kill deer is because they want to eat it. I grew up with a guy that killed roughly 14 to 18 deer a year spotlighting. He ate him and his family ate every single one of it. Seriously. So that's the other side of it. Am I saying it's right? No, that's not what I'm saying whatsoever. I'm just giving y'all a different perspective depending on, where you're at, how you were raised. And I mean, his dad did the same thing. So naturally, he's going to do the same thing. Now, that's the difference between somebody who's hunting strictly for meat versus somebody who's trophy hunting. Because the trophy hunter's not going to do that because he wants to be able to take pictures and mount the deer and someone have a clean conscience. Except
Shit, maybe.
Except well, I was about to say except for a few select ones because there has been some popular poachers the past 2 years. Boy, it's that Alexander buck. I don't know
Dude,
that guy,
CJ
but
Alexander, man.
I don't know.
We did a pod on him because it fired me up, dude. But that's what I wonder, because there is a difference between somebody. I have some sympathy, a little bit of sympathy, for somebody who's going to hunt to feed their family, and somebody who's hunting for a rack. Like I do understand the difference. It's nuanced, and I get it, but like, it still pisses me off. Like when my neighbors were talking, not neighbors, again, I keep saying, like, people that are around me are talking about throwing out 50-pound bags of corn when I have done a bunch of work to set up a food plot that's legal and that's less good
Than corn.
than what they're doing, especially right now, because the deer want the carbs right now. They want to be on that corn, and I can't do it. And so this morning I sat, no deer. I'm hearing gunshots in the distance. And I'm not saying they're sitting over corn, but I'm literally like,
They probably are.
But I'm literally saying,
Bunch of
I'm
gunshots.
using
You're not seeing any deer.
I'm using an inferior weapon, and I'm using an inferior food source.
Yeah.
And so, like, it is just an interesting.
But it's frustrating doing the right thing.
Just a little bit, but then you look at the broad scope of all the different styles of hunting that you can do in all the different places. Like I was doing spot and stalk mule deer in Colorado, and then we went and did mule deer over feeders in Mexico.
Sounds way better.
It was way more effective.
Well, it was,
and you get beat up in the comments for doing it.
yeah,
Did you notice that?
yes, of course.
Of course.
But I also think, but we don't claim, like, when we're down there, we're not like, we're amazing hunters, look what we did.
No.
Like, that's not what we
No
were
point.
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 dudes going down there having a good time.
that's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Drinking Michelob Ultra to the point where we just were absolutely passing out every night, but not getting sick.
They broke a record.
Alex was literally like,
I was like, you guys
Go get
absolutely
beer
drink more than
again.
anybody's ever been here.
Which is,
This says a lot coming from a Mexican.
I know shit.
dude, I feel like we didn't drink that.
I didn't think we did.
I didn't think we did either. And
Well,
I feel like I'm pretty conservative
Yeah.
too.
So you were doing other things. James and I drank a pretty good amount. And you didn't take out till day
Cocaine.
4.
So many cocaine.
I'll wait till that takes.
Was it day 3 or day 4 that you tagged?
4.
Yeah. So I tagged on the morning of day 1.
38 minutes.
James tagged the morning of day 2.
Day 2.
Which I
That sounds phenomenal.
It was
great.
fun. But listen, I'm talking about the spectrum of the different types of hunting that there are. And then what I'm talking about in the areas that we are, I'm not a fan of people that are freaking cheating. Because that's what you're doing. If you're throwing corn out when you're not supposed to throw corn, you're cheating.
I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of not being a fan. It's wrong. Period.
Is it wrong because the state decided that it's wrong?
Yes. And if you're gonna hunt, right, you're buying a tag and you're buying a hunting license on the understanding that these are the rules that you will abide by. Why are you buying a tag? Like, and that's the whole funny thing of it. Like, if you're throwing corn in a state where it's illegal to hunt over corn, why do you even buy a tag? You've already poached. Every part of what you're doing along the way is poaching. Why don't you just shoot them at 2 a.m. with a spotlight? It's the same shit.
Did your
And so many people will like break that law and not realize, hey, you can break every other law. It's the same thing.
the only reason I would see somebody buying a license, like you said, they shoot one over bait. I'm going to ask you this: to go to a processor, do you have to have a?
Yep.
That'd be the only reason they buy a license.
You know what?
They have to have that number.
But I also think that they will post on Instagram. Like they'll take a picture of the deer and they'll
Well, they
post
can't
it.
see the corn of the deer's.
100%. You'll pull it to the side and you'll take a picture of it, or it will have, it will have expired away from the corn. I don't know. I mean, I can understand the reason that you would want to do it that way. Like
Like Brand just butt her that he's not killing any deer.
Yeah, 100%.
I've killed 4 doe. They were beautiful. All
Me?
trophy doe.
Glorious freezer.
And every doe is a trophy doe.
I just think I think that the poaching conversation from a moral and ethical standpoint is fascinating, because when things change and the state next year goes, hey, we have decided now that it's okay that you would put corn down. We will put corn down. And everybody will be like, cool, we're cool. But for some reason, if you did it this year, outside of the recommendations of the state, which when I say the state, I say it with some disdain. We go, next year, it's cool, it's moral, it's ethical, but this year, it's not cool, it's not moral, it's not ethical. Because from the people from the top, they told me this. And so like the libertarian in me has an issue with it, but the hunter in me that agrees that we should all do this under the same rules, so that when I know that somebody shot a 220-inch buck, I go, holy shit, that dude in Tennessee did whatever it took to kill that monster deer, and he wasn't doing a thing that I did not have access to.
Such a boring topic.
Honestly,
scrap it.
Honestly, no, it's not. Like it's
that was a
yeah.
punchline.
It's a very much a deep topic for a lot of people. No different than someone owning land and being able to grow a food plot is unfair to someone who doesn't own land.
Exactly.
And,
right.
And that's been my argument. So my state, let me go for a minute, because this is very near and dear to my heart, because I've been able to bake my whole life in Washington State. It's been legal. It's never been illegal until now. I bought land, cultivated land, built everything based around hunting open bait being legal, and they outlawed this year.
Not food plots. They
Bait.
like you. Okay, bait. Yeah.
Like I set up everything based off of being able to feed animals with a food source of some sort, not growing it. Right?
Yeah.
And I've got probably close to $500,000 invested, and now I can't bait.
Yep. And to your point, I see where you're coming from, because you said you put all this money and effort into this food plot to do everything legally and ethically to where you wouldn't have to worry. Let's say you have 150 acres that you worked your ass off to bring deer into. Somebody right next to you could have a quarter acre. So you got a pile of corn.
Well, and that was my argument originally when I looked at this whole thing from trying to be fair, right? If you allow food sources to be hunted over, but outlaw baiting, it is not fair to the common man. And I try to look at everything from the common man standpoint, because when I started doing this originally, my family did financially pretty good. Not great. We weren't rich, but we weren't poor. Okay. But I also realized that the decisions I was making in life and the path that I was taking, I was going to be poor, was what I expected. I wasn't going to make a lot of money. So I wasn't going to have the opportunity to buy 200 acres or whatever and grow my own food, right? So I knew that I come at everything from the standpoint of that's what I expected to have. I expected to have to hunt public land. I expected to have to hunt with everybody else. And to know that this dude over here has 300 acres of alfalfa and every deer within 5 miles is over there.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. That's not fair. Money should not be able to buy you a better opportunity within the state's regulations.
But in Tennessee,
in private ground and ranches and things like that.
What did they do for Tennessee for next year? You can't bait public land.
Yeah, it's
you
wrong.
can only bait private.
It's the same in Georgia.
That whole thing is wrong. Like, it is not fair.
You can't bring a corn pile. You can't bring a bag of corn into a public land in Georgia and go dump it. You can't do it in Tennessee.
That's wrong. That's the whole point. Is
but you can
everyone should have an equal opportunity, a fair and equal opportunity. The poors. I understand how you feel, but I came from the mindset of that's where I was going to be. Am I there? No. I've been very fortunate, and I've worked incredibly hard for it. But I don't have to worry about that like I did. But I still look at my mindset from the standpoint of that's where I was going to be. And it is not fair that if I can grow food, they should be able to place food. So I think, in my personal opinion, you either shouldn't be able to hunt over food or food should be legal. And there should be no defining line.
And see, growing up, that was the irony in it. You could hunt over a cut cornfield back before it was allowed to buy. You were able to buy a bag of corn, put it out. If a farmer just cut a cornfield, you could hunt over that. What's the difference between that and putting out a bag of corn?
In Iowa,
Other than spending a whole lot more money for the tractor and the equipment in the field and all that other stuff.
they clarified, though, relatively recently, where if you clear a portion of a field and you just went in and basically like bush hogged standing corn in order to spread kernels that would be appealing to deer, that you were technically baiting. You are not allowed to do that. You must clear it with a combine or with something that actually harvests the crop. And dude, there was a game, I watched the reels of a game warden kind of explaining it. And listen, that's consistency. I kind of appreciate what they're talking about.
Sure.
Where they're like, listen, you can leave it standing, but you cannot scatter it. I don't know. These are the little subtleties that I'm so glad I'm not a game warden. I'm so glad that I'm not a regulator trying to figure out how to make this fair, because the dude who lives in an apartment who gets weekends to hunt during the rut and who has to load up his stuff and go to whatever the public land south of the Duck River near me and hunt, versus me who gets to do, I don't have a lot of land, but like I can do a little food plot and maybe I can draw some deer in if I do something unique or something interesting. Or my neighbor who has 1,000 acres who can do something like incredible and do his kids rifle hunt. And those little cheating 12-year-old sons of bitches can shoot stuff at 500 yards because the deer never know they're there.
It's fair. We get it.
I now know how to get under Brandon's skin.
Yeah, I should.
I've never seen him so passionate about something. I like it.
But it's frustrating, and it's the reality of it. No different than you having a food plot, and then the next dude can't put out feed because he doesn't own land, he can't afford the land, right? But there's land right over there that he's allowed to hunt on because he's a taxpayer, and that's taxpayer accessible land. He can't put out food, but you can. Now, granted, you grew it, but it's still food. It's still attempting to draw deer away from place A to place B. And I will still always fight and advocate for the reality that he should be able to bait if you can grow food. It's not fair. It's not a fair comparison.
You know,
It's already hard enough to hunt public land.
yeah, no kidding. You know what's more aggravating than what you just said is being able to bait, have land, being able to bait, having some gorgeous food plots, and still not having abundance of deer. Welcome to North Georgia. Interesting. Yep. It's one of the reasons why I never told you how to cut on, because it just sucks. And I think in the 4 or 5 years, I've really hunted that property hard, taken 3 bucks, 3 good bucks, and 2 does. That's it.
Just not enough deer.
And there's a lot of killers. A lot of, yep. A lot of deer get shot. A lot of deer that you don't know get shot, Georgia, because they're not getting tagged.
I hope the people are eating. And I know that's a crazy thing to say. Like, I hope that the deer that are getting poached are getting freaking eaten. We had 2 does dumped on our road this year. Drove 100 yards in on our, my street is very private. There's 4 houses down our street.
Very private.
And we had 2 does that were dumped on the right-hand side where they stripped the back straps and dumped the rest of the bodies. They just dumped them.
Yeah, those guys shouldn't.
Dude, that is like massively the waste and the anger that I felt when I saw the does sitting there, the ravens on top of them and the freaking buzzards. Like, I was so mad because I know how much effort I put into what we do. And I know that I cherish every pound that goes inside the freezer. Like, that was, I was infuriated.
I shot 9 deer last year, and I ate every single one.
And even if you killed those and you gifted the meat to other people, like the blessing that meat is to those other people, that's incredible. But you harvested them, you got them processed, or you processed them themselves, and like you're utilizing the entirety of the life. That to me is so important.
It's the whole reason we do it, or it's supposed to be the whole reason we do it. Yeah, great. If you shoot a big buck, that's awesome. That's cool. Not at the end up where you were shot in Mexico, but the whole point is that you survive and thriving on that. There's something different to it.
Yeah.
If you haven't experienced it, you're really missing out, because there is something to going out and hunting for your food and then feeding those you care about, love with it. It's just such a different thing.
A lot of people have forgotten that.
Nobody going to a store has any clue.
No.
And that's really why we do.
Yep. Go to your local archery shop and buy a crossbow. All right, let's go. Listen, this was good. This is good. I'm sorry, we got a little deep. We maybe we got it. I got in my cups a little. I got in my cups a little bit early. Drinking the fancy scotch. Like and subscribe, everybody. Follow Josh at everywhere at Podium Archer online. Follow Scotty at what's your stuff on like Instagram? I know that you're Boboy on TikTok. What do you on other stuff?
No, definitely not Boboy on TikTok.
It's Baby's
He's Bo Talk on TikTok. He's Bo Boy on YouTube. Correct?
I don't know what it is.
YouTube and Instagram.
And Instagram.
And then Scot Evans, my name on Facebook.
Okay, delightful. Where's your shop again?
Pretty easy to find.
Commerce, Georgia, north of Atlanta.
Thank you.
60 miles.
60
I thought it was south, so thank God you
What's the
said
name of the
it.
shop? What's the name of
Oh,
the shop?
yeah. I forgot. That would help.
Fear and
Yeah,
Feathers.
there's an antlersoutdoors.com.
My man. And I've been saying that right, too. You'd be so proud.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Two people ask me,
Little
where you
back
going?
scratching,
I'm like, Nashville, North Archery. Not North Nashville, Nashville North.
Yeah, you'll find it regardless.
So, good job.
Yeah, it pops up on Google pretty fast.
Use discount code BMAC for 10% off for the next like 15 minutes. I don't know. And
Quit your
then
bitching. Be happy.
we get to go on a mule deer hunt.
We thought you'd
Buy my
been so
discount
greedy.
code.
I never really take it you as a greedy fella.
It's not greedy.
Oh, I did. First day I met him. I'm like, this guy right here. Like, when we went out to eat and I left a tip, I make sure he left the booth because, like, he'd probably take that latest tip. He'd probably stuff it in his pocket.
I might have. I'm
Gotta
not
pay
mad.
for another Omega.
What
Save
is
it
an
for a
Omega?
Rolex.
It's just a brand to watch.
It's the Hoyt of the bow world.
This is not what they want to talk about.
Mathews
Turn it
Rolex.
off and then explain it to them. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
All right. We're out. Thank you.
Adios.